And we're live, 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 and we're live. Hi, everyone. I'm Nikki D, the poet. For those of you who don't know, I'm nothing but a former shy girl who found her voice through poetry and now uses her poetry to help others find their voice. And I have a dope lineup for you guys tonight. And other year open mic. We're going out with a bang for 2020. And I have some people that are very dope and crazy talented that got a message to leave you with as you enter into this new year, because we all about to be new year, new us, and we about to share some messages for our fellow creatives to get them through over this hump of the new year, what we learned in 2020 and everything. So come into the room, come into the room. Thank you for everyone who came into the room thus far. Thank you for everyone who's going to watch this replay. And thank you for just rocking out with us tonight. Thank you for all my former Shy Girl gang that entered the gang in 2020. For those who came, for my day ones who've been here since book number 1. I really appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you guys for following me along on this journey. And right now, I'm gonna bring up some artists. And we're gonna chat it up while we wait for you guys to enter the room. Hey guys, and happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you.
Yes.
Yes, Happy
Are you
New
guys
Year.
excited for tonight? Are you guys excited?
Oh, yes, very.
I know for one, I'm happy to see 2020 go. Like,
Period.
Yeah, no, I am too. I am too.
Yeah. Later for that. So bringing into the new year, this was awesome. It was a great idea.
I know me and Eddie, I was talking, I'm like, I don't see nobody doing stuff for no New Year. So I'm like, listen, I'm not about to wait for somebody else to create the lane. I'm gonna create it my own damn self. That's what I learned in 2020.
Yes. Make your own lane.
If you can't find a lane, go something and make it yourself. Okay?
Exactly.
Because in 2021, we're not waiting for a seat at the table. We're building our own table, and we're bringing all our friends along, and they're gonna have seats at my table. Okay, so as long as I'm doing these open mics, you all guys have a seat at my table on my platform.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're so gracious. You're so gracious. Thank you.
Always. Let's see. I think we have Billy that's up first. That's going to grace this mic with her message.
Yes, Billy.
All right.
So
hello,
tell
everyone.
us a little bit about yourself. Tell us where you're from, and then you could go ahead and spit your piece.
Okay. My name is Billy Kingston, aka the Prophetic Poet, and I am originally from the Midwest, where we rock it the best, aka Illinois. And I am currently reside in the Mid-Atlantic, called Virginia, Northern Virginia. And I have a poem for you tonight. It's called "Are You Ready?" And it goes like this: the end of one's selfish life is the beginning of eternal salvation. His mercy, His truth, He is the way to freedom, peace, joy, build on His foundation of agape love. There is no other solid rock that one will be able to stand upon in these last days. All else sinks in the sand of life. Make one foundation sure. One in Christ are we anchored and secure. Walking in His strength and power can we endure. Our hearts surrendered fully to Him, baptized and pure. The Lord must build. Our part is to totally yield. Must be reaping souls from the world fertile field. God is the author of our spiritual rebuild. We thank you, Jesus, for your Holy Ghost power. It is required in this last hour. The hand is almost midnight. This is the height of our eternal fight, full of God, oil, more than enough to take flight. No fear, even though at our feet the enemy bite. We are chosen for this task, walking in the fullness of the God-given power infused, no permission asked, no longer hiding behind a mask, built up in him through prayer and fast. Father God, we are putty in your hands to reshape our destiny, carrying out all your commands. Your army, like Abraham promised, more numerous than the grains of sand. Lord Jesus, we adore you, grateful, thankful that he is for you. We are soldiers in this war, assignment way too important to ignore. Raising the standard, enemy of God, we see your trick, we see your disguise. You remind us of our past, we remind you of your future demise. Battle stations, we are sent to forewarn all nations. Rise up. Get ready. The Lord is coming. Don't turn away and be self-sin succumbing. The price paid is too steep for one to be numbing. Must stay in the fight to the bitter end. Only standing in Jesus Christ. Position, defend. Crossing over the spiritual finish line in the end. Don't be caught in secret sin. Confess to possess all in him. Living for Jesus Christ, the only way to win. No matter how many times knocked down again. Stay the course till the end. The groom is watching. Whom will be let in? Oil overflowing in one prayer den. Thank you so very much.
Now I love how you started the night off, because with everything, I feel like, even though I'm not a Christian poet, but I was born and raised in a Pentecostal church, so I was told to give thanks with everything you do, and I feel like that was the perfect way to kick off the evening. Now, the question of the night, the question that I'm going to ask every artist that come up: what is your message to end out 2020?
My message for 2020 is that learn from the fact that we were isolated to be elevated. Learn from the fact that we were separated to be congregated. Learn from the fact that everything that set us back in 2020 is about to spring us forward in 2021. That's the message that I want to present. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you, girl.
Listen, she done started us off with a whole sermon. That's a whole message. Stick that in your pocket. You can hit her up for a cash app so we can get this offering going, do your tithing and everything. Let the people know where to follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook. But my name is Billy, Billy.Kingston. And I am, let's see, I know there's a lot of Billy Kingstons, but I'm the one that you see this face. I'm that Billy Kingston. Yes, I'm also on Instagram and on LinkedIn. Those two things. Those are the things that I'm on. I'm a little nervous, so please excuse me, just a little.
Listen, you did great. You did great. I feel like you started us off on a high note. Again, I want to thank you for blessing the mic.
Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity.
And you
appreciate it.
And you enjoy your evening, and I'll see you in 2021.
All right, Nikki. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was a great way to start the night. Y'all ready for some more? I'm ready for some more artists. Let me bring up Marco to the stage.
How you doing, Nikki?
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. I'll just get right into it. What's happening, everybody? My name is Marco Romeo. How you doing? And this piece is very important to me because shit, I want to be seen, man. Christ, I know I'm pale, but Don't gloss me over like spilt milk on hail out front some igloo. Where to begin? Oh, man, I was around 4. Yeah, there we go. I was around 4. I was around 4. Squat copped on the floor. Watching movies, asking mom, who's playing who? And then I bugged. Batman could be Beetlejuice, the voice of Moses, one of Ocean's 11, 12, 13. My voice changed and I wanted to raise it, but the words I spread never left my head the way they oughta. By freshman year, I figured, can't make sentences. Let's try peers. And there I was, way, way in the back, hoping that these eyes God made brown lock onto some finger wagging me over to the cool table so it's not my frown swallowing Crustables. After a while, it became absurd. Everyone else has lanes next to theirs. Why is my road one way? I'd whimper, and then I remembered Batman can be Beetle. Realized Mark could be other people. I don't gotta fret what to say, where to stand, what to wear. All I have to do is make believe. And for a while there, I pictured them wondering where they've been after I pull up to our 10-year reunion in a limo, Oscar in tow. Man, figure that's all they'll need to call this nice boy a good man. That's all I needed to hear. That's the prize I had my eye on. It's the tunnel my vision is stuck in. Do I kick my eggs out the basket if they don't call this piece classic? Well, me, 1 second now, keep in mind how good it felt to write this line. You remember the one that made the draft final? Huh? Yeah, know what? Whether I go viral or not, I ain't going down if I don't make you. I'm telling you now, history. If any of these people here miss me, I won't stew. I mean, shit. I'm blinking too. Thank you, everybody. Right now, come hit me up on Facebook on my personal Facebook. It's my full name, Marco Romeo. But I have a lot of great things in store for next year, so I hope you'll bear with me. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for that, Marco.
Thank
and thank
you.
you for rocking with me, because I feel like you've been hitting up every one of my open mics since I've been doing it here on StreamYard and streaming, and I thank you for always being so willing to share.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Now you do have to answer the question of the hour.
Yeah, the question I've been prepared to ask for to answer for a month now. Excuse me.
Oh, well, great. So what message do you have for us to close out 2020?
The message that I have for everybody right now, and it's going to sound strange considering the circumstances we're in, but I would say just keep showing up. Just keep showing up, because it's been very hard for a lot of people mentally.
Uh-huh.
And it yeah, that's all I can really say. Just keep showing up. Just keep hanging in there, because I mean, this may sound crazy, but I think we're almost out of the woods. I think
yeah.
things are slowly starting to look up, in my opinion. I can't afford to be negative right now. So
I feel like that's a good message. Keep showing up, because I feel like 2020 we had to find different ways to show up, like this right here, what we're doing right now. Like before 2020 hit, we never did virtual open mics.
No.
But now look at us.
Yeah, no, I can
Great message.
I can do poetry in my slippers now. I love it. I can recite in my slippers.
You could get on Clubhouse and you could do poetry. You don't even have to show your face. Like,
I keep
it's literally just your voice.
I keep hearing about that. I'm probably gonna have to hit that up pretty soon.
Yeah, you definitely should. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.
And thank you for having me, Nikki. Have
Enjoy
a great
the rest of your year, and we'll see you in 2021.
You know it. Have a great night.
You too. Let's see who we got coming up next to the stage. I'm so excited. I feel like the artists are really bringing it tonight, not just with their poetry, but I feel like they're dropping some gems with these messages that they're having to end 2020. And if you're not ready to start off 2021 refreshed by the end of this stream, I don't know what you're doing. Next, we're bringing to the stage Polar Funk. Hey.
Hey. How are you? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
My daughter was bugging me the last minute.
Oh, I know how that is.
Yeah.
Feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, where we can find you, and go right into your piece, and then we can chat it up after you're done.
Okay, give me 1 second. There you go. All right, my name is Polar Funk. Be found on Facebook, Instagram, Polar Funk. Yeah, I have actually have a piece that I wrote a couple of days ago. Pretty much just reflecting on not only the year, but the last probably 5 years or so. I mean, I've lost a lot of people. So this isn't like the tragedies that we've encountered this year. That's probably the tip of the iceberg for me. I've lost a lot, but I've also gained a respect for life, an appreciation for family and friends and loved ones, and my actual my purpose, which I think is to help and contribute to make this world a little better as much as I can. So this piece here is called All's Not Lost. It's crazy how people I love the most have been taken away through tragedy. I pray to God for answers, and I question if he's mad at me. Listening to my mother's spirit, because while she was alive, I only stressed her, hoping that she could be proud of the man I planned to be. I'm searching in the mirror for my inner child, and the reflection looks like a man to me. Brain cooked like rotisserie, because my history is a mystery. Looking blindly in the future, because there ain't really shit to see. One day I'll get it together. I have no choice but to look up. I know I'm a born sinner. Innocence was buried in the Garden of Eden. I did too much dirt, can't take it back. But I feel my spirit bleeding while my soul cries out for mercy. I gotta keep my faith in God. That's the only way Satan won't be able to hurt me. All I really need is a slither of hope. I know the Creator made me strong, but I'm not really sure how much longer I can cope. Now, I don't want to come across as only whining and complaining and sounding hopeless, because I'm not. But when these devils are constantly blitzing like a gold rush, it's hard to see the silver lining. It's a shame because it seems like the flower of our youth, to tell you the truth, are virtually lost, chasing fame and fortune on a road to riches without really knowing the cost. Brains fried, bodies cooking, whipping up a recipe for disaster. The block is the new plantation, and drug and despair are the new masters. No respect for the elders, but who can blame them? We found them all. It's like the blind leading the blind into a hole. We're all ignorant to the fall. Sometimes I feel guilty. The world we're living in now and leaving them is gutter and filthy. It's like we cut off their hands. So how the hell can I expect for them to feel me? When I listen to their conversations, I feel like I'm almost living in Revelations. I can hear it in their voices, nothing but hopelessness and devastation. It's every man for themselves, no preparation for generational wealth. And it don't help that the Food and Drug Administration got a conspiracy against our health. Now everybody's walking around fake and masquerading. Can't look to the future, so the past is waiting. It's almost like we turned our back on God and decided to make a pact with Satan. We got to teach the babies and get them prepared for war. We got to provide them with more than clothes, shelter, and groceries. They have no idea what's in store. If we don't learn to meditate and listen to what the ancestors say, then forget thinking about tomorrow. We won't even make it past today. That's it. Thank you.
You had so many lines in that piece, so many moments. I was like, wow. Like, wow,
Thank
like,
you.
you definitely were speaking facts. So I'm so excited to hear your message for 2020 because like you dropped so many messages in your piece. I'm excited. What do you have to share with us setting out 2020?
Like for me, like I said, it's like this past 5 years, I done lost so many people. Since 2015, started with my mom and the grandma within 6 months, and then it just was like a domino effect all up until I have been blessed as far as COVID. I haven't lost too many people close to me. I've lost a couple of people that I've known close to me because of COVID, but I still lost a dear aunt of mine that was really close to me in age. And you know, it was like at that point, it was like at the end of the summer. So it was at that point where it's like, man, you know, like how much worse is it going to get? Right. You know, so it gets to a point where you're going to let despair take you down, or you're just going to say, I'm going to fight. It's that fight or flight mentality.
Yes.
And there's nowhere to run. So might as well, you know, prepare to fight. And, exactly. You know, if nothing else, we should know to take better care of ourselves, our bodies, because we know this disease, you know, it feeds off of weaknesses that we have in our body. Mm-hmm. So I think the message would be to take care of not only your body, but your mind and your mental state. Mm-hmm. Because you have to be physically and mentally prepared to fight, because it's not just outside forces now. It's just inside that you have to fight. So that would be my message, just stand strong and fight.
Yes. Thank you so much. Do you have any upcoming projects coming up that you want to plug?
I'm working on a couple projects. I have a couple books I'll have published in the next month or so. Working on a couple audio books.
A couple books. Hold up. Not one. A couple.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah, I'm working on a couple books.
2021 strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but as of now, you know, I'm just learning and creating. So yeah, I'll be popping up soon.
Well, I thank you so much for coming and gracing the mic and blessing the stage. And you enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you in 2021.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
Right.
And now I think I'm going to do a piece. If you guys don't know it, let me just reset the room. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Nikki D, the poet. I'm nothing but a former shy girl who found her voice through poetry and now uses poetry to help others find their voice. So basically, my mission and my message, all behind my poetry, is basically to speak to that little shy girl that was in the corner and let her know that I hear you, that I see you, and that you are enough. This is for that girl in grade school with tears in her eyes because mom wouldn't let her get the press and curl. You see, she wasn't aware of the dangers of heat damage. All she knew is that she wanted to be just like the other girls. At the age of 10, here to devise gravity and tight curls that resemble wool just isn't cool, but starting a trend to making her believe that she had to straighten her roots to a peace society wasn't something that her mother was willing to do. She said, "Baby girl, don't you know that your hair is a jewel? Each strand, each follicle is a representation of how far we came. That elasticity in your curls, well, that represents how we step back from every harm they try to put in our way. Baby girl, don't you know that you're a queen? You don't need no flat iron, no relaxer, no weave for people to see the beauty that's already within inside of you." And in case you haven't heard in a while, let Nikki D tell you again. You are enough. This is for the girl who's never been kissed, who lay awake at night tortured with the thought of whether or not she would be asked to the high school dance. She thinks, maybe if I lift up my skirt, bend it over and show everybody I can twerk, I can finally have a chance. Then I will finally get a man. And that right there, that would give me purpose. What's wrong with me? Am I too flawed, too bald, too ugly? Why can't I fit in? I tried and tried and tried. I tried and tried and tried, and it just stick out like a sore thumb. Maybe it's just time to end it all. Because after all, I'm the girl who's easy to forget. Her mother sees her sitting on the edge of her bed. Her mother lift her head up and say, "Baby girl, why do you walk around with a permanent frown? You walk around with your eyes glued to the ground as if you have nothing left to give. Do me a favor. Put your hand on your chest. You feel that? That's a breath. That means you still have purpose. Baby girl, don't you know that you're a queen? Priced far above any ruby, far above any dime. You were put on this earth for a greater purpose. To be some man's side piece, you're more than something to appease his eyes, but inside of you, there's a voice that the whole world needs to hear. And just in case you forgot, just in case I didn't make it clear, just in case you haven't heard it in a while, let Nikki D tell you again. You are enough. And that's my message to end 2020, that you're enough. Every artist, I want you to know that you're enough. Your voice is enough just the way it is. You do not need to filter. You do not need to crop. You do not need to censor for anybody because your audience needs your unfiltered voice. And that's just my little spill. That's how Nikki D sees it. And now I'm going to bring the next artist to the stage. Dawn is about to bless us. Hey!
How's it going? How's it going, Nick?
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Just getting off the job, so excuse the exterior.
No. Listen, I'm happy you joined in. You about to drop some knowledge on us. I already know because I heard your work before. So we're in for a treat. So let me just get off your stage and let you do your thing, and then we can chop it up later.
All right. Appreciate it. All right. So one of my first ones, but I'm gonna drop it for y'all. I appreciate the stage, Nikki, once again. This one's obviously called April Fools. I can happily say I'm an April Fool no more, but it makes me wonder how long I've been an April Fool for. Makes me wonder how many times I've been an April Fool before. And furthermore, how many April Fools have I fallen for? You know, there's many different types of fools. There's March Fools, Fools in July. There's so many fools out there, it makes this old fool want to cry. This April Fools is no longer wondering why. This April Fools that's only worried about when next time they're going to get high. My favorite rapper, Brooklyn MC Talib Kweli, once said a rhyme that really stuck to me. Said, I get high, but my feet never leave the ground. Say it with me if you like the way it sounds. I get high, but my feet never leave the ground. Everything starts to look up when we get down. You could take that any way you wanna. You could get down with the music to download, your choice of drug, your partner, or getting down could be a simple hug. Getting down could be depressed, rock bottom, surrounded like flames, like Gomorrah and Sodom. And that's the point where you don't know. Only way to go is up. All the money makers out there know that that's the time to re-up. It's not time for you to get this far and give up. Remember, nothing's ever permanent. It's only a hiccup. So if your face is in the dirt, wipe off all that grime and gruel and make sure you get your mind right, focused, and sharpen your tool. Make sure when you and yours live by the golden rule. But at the same time, make sure no one again makes you their April Fool. That was one. So do I get another one, or how we doing this, Nikki? I don't take up too much time, so just have a little bit of fun with it. So my newest one here I have is called Potential Energy. Potential energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position relative to others, stresses within itself, electric charge, and other factors. I've once said before that my biggest talent is being able to see the potential in others, but my biggest flaw is not being able to draw that potential out. I can see from just a few moments of knowing who you are, who you can be, and like a magnetic field, I can feel your potential energy. That goes both ways. I can feel when you're a god or goddess in my presence, but also if you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, I can feel your malevolence. But the thing that pains me the most is seeing someone with all the potential in the world never reaching it because their life becomes unfurled. Young man, you've been blessed with the gift of gab. You can talk your way in and out of any situation, being able to talk the maddest of men into placation. And all you can see for yourself is bagging females and talking ish. A little application and you could be with CEOs and boardrooms, and all you want to do is play 2K and be in chat rooms. I can try to take you under my wing, but with your limited mindset, you can only continue to do your own thing. I can try to give you everything from me, but you will still have nothing until you realize your own potential energy. Young woman, young lady, you are so beautiful. You are a star. On your looks alone, you could go so far. Make no mention of your brains, a hustler mindset. Without knowing the rest, you'd be a perfect pilot. But patience isn't your forte. To get success, you gotta go through some foreplay. Sometimes you gotta wait for things to fall into place. Not everything is a race. Your own opportunities you are actively erasing. A waiting game would only be a small fee once you see your face lit up on a marquee. With a little impulse control, you wouldn't be in a hole doing things that is costing you a piece of your soul. I wouldn't mind lifting you up to see, but at the end of the day, you still must perceive your own potential energy. I realize you can't judge a book by its cover, and that rule doesn't change for brothers, friends, or lovers. Because if you lower your energy to accept others in for free, you are damaging your own potential energy. If you have a goal in mind and understand what you need to get aligned, adding others to that and getting too intertwined to your own dreams, you are rendered blind. build up a house and having to tear it down because the people you are building with are unable to see their own crowns. So until you flesh out your dreams and set up the proper team protecting your own energy from the schemes of those who don't realize their own great potential energy. And that's it from me, y'all. Don Krypton.
Let's go. Like, I knew you was gonna come with the bars. I already knew it. Like,
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I appreciate the stage. It's always good to hear you go. And so I had to hopefully come share the stage with you one of these days.
listen, we need to share the stage in person. I can't wait to that day.
Absolutely.
COVID stop being drawing.
Gotta get rid of Lady Corona first, but outside of that,
yes,
we're gonna make it happen. We gonna tear Jersey up.
Yes, that's why everybody think I'm from Jersey because I stay in Jersey so much.
True. We talking Philly?
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll be out there. I got people out in Allentown and Bethlehem, so I'll be out there sometime.
I'll be in Jersey too, so
there you go.
Listen, y'all right, y'all so close, so
you know where to find us. You know where to find us. There it is.
So I'm asking all the artists, I'm putting them on the spot. What is your message to end 2020?
My message to end 2020 is to appreciate what you have. So many people have lost things from their jobs to many people, unfortunately, aren't here anymore, have lost their lives. So people that are still here have to be able to appreciate that they're still here, that they're still living, that they're still breathing 6 feet up, 9 feet down, So be able to appreciate love, appreciate life, appreciate the people that you still have with you, remembering the people that have left us, but keeping them in your memory and in your heart, making sure that, you keep them moving. Don't give up on what's going on, because as long as you're alive, you can still do your thing. You still have a chance. You still have, many good things can happen. We have, change in leadership at the top of the government,
Yes.
So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's a change. And that's the only thing that's constant in life. So as long as you're rolling with the changes, you can keep evolving and keep moving and keep going forward. So that's my thing. Also, everybody, make sure y'all check out Evolute Culture. That's where I'm part of. Sean Battle, Treasure, Board, and the whole rest of the fam. We got the website. I got this nice jacket on. It's actually very warm. I gotta take it a little bit. It's a little warm, so gotta make sure, because it's cold out here. It's cold, but yeah, I got this jacket right here from the evoluteculture.com website. So, I'm an extra large, so I got to make sure I get it. It fits. It looks good. So this is my thing, and they have a sale going on till the end of the year. So make sure you do that. Make sure you check out the Lincoln Park Festival, which was amazing. Hopefully me and you can get on that. They have a poetry day that Evolute Culture set up. So was great. Yes. They have a poetry day now for Lincoln Park Music Festival.
Let's clap it up for Poetry Day, because they don't be trying to give us no love. Let's clap it up for that. Absolutely.
So now that started, that's going to be a continuous thing. So it's going to be, I believe, four days to the Lincoln Park Music Festival. And, Evolute Culture, at least for the time being, is going to be the ones that are running it. Make sure you get in touch with, the leadership there. And, we can make sure you are on the stage maybe next year. Who knows?
Maybe. Hey, we can make it happen.
Absolutely. You know who to talk to.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and giving your message. And you have a happy new year.
Thank you. You as well.
2021.
2020 didn't win. 2021 is next. That's where we go.
Yes, because 2020 didn't win nothing around here. Okay. That's a message right there.
Boom.
See ya. Enjoy your night. Wow, like y'all really coming with it tonight. And I know the next artist is gonna come with it as well. So I'm not even about to hold y'all up. Let me bring my girl Nettie to the stage. Nettie, come up here. I feel like you had all this energy, but we didn't hear it because you're mute.
I was just saying hi. What's up, Nikki?
You already know.
You can
know
hear
what
me?
it is.
Okay. So we on.
You good.
How's everybody? Yes. So I'm Nettie Long Poetry. I'm a 2-time recording artist. I have 2 albums that I put on SoundCloud that you can see me on SoundCloud as Nettie Long Poetry. I'm a woman's advocate for self-awareness and being self-accountable of that awareness, and also a child trauma child sexual survivor plus domestic violence survivor. Yeah, so those are the topics that I mostly touch base on, and the piece that I have for you today is called Guilty. I'm going to try to do the best I can to kind of go through this with the music. I haven't done this piece in like forever, but it's called Guilty. So for those who can relate, why don't you hit that love button or that heart button? Let me know that you can relate to some of the things that we do, we're guilty of. And we just, yeah. I'm guilty of loving you even though you didn't love me back. Anybody do that? I'm guilty of knowing this is to turn the blind eye to cover your lack. Yeah. I'm guilty of tolerating lies I knew were lies. In fact, I'm guilty of letting you impart insecurities because of my lack. I'm guilty of giving away irreplaceable treasures rather than to gain full attention for respect of my treasures. I'm guilty. Me, guilty. Yeah. I'm guilty of letting you treat me like I was just another chick. And I'm guilty for trying someone new who was not like you, only to be played by him too. And I'm guilty for going back to you just to see if there was any change in you. I'm guilty for not ending us when she came to my door. And I'm guilty for feeling like I deserved that, like I was the whore. No, yo. I'm guilty for not ignoring Mr. Wrong and not waiting for Mr. Right. And I'm guilty for replacing Mr. Right for Mr. Wrong. You know that ain't right. And I'm guilty for letting this man ruin the best parts of me in my life just to gain my loyalty, to see how much he can gain from me. To think that I'm a joke, only to blame me. Yeah, right. The problem with us women these days is that we don't think we deserve the best in a good guy anyway. And oftentimes we go for the guy that makes it look like he's done something right without even being qualified being in our own lives. Man, I'm guilty of that my whole life. Wow. I'm guilty of all the attentions I sought in all the wrong kinds of guys. Dang. I'm guilty for settling and meddling for an unqualified excuse of a man who never had a goal or plan in life to reach levels he would never understand. I'm guilty of knowing this to be true and still would not walk away from him. I'm guilty. Me, guilty. And what we're not going to do in 2021 is repeat some of the very same repetitive mistakes that we keep doing for no reason, right? And my name is Nettie Long Poetry, and I approve this message. Peace.
And my name is Nikki D the Poet, and I support this message. Period. What my sis said. Okay?
I knew you were gonna like it. Some fun.
Okay.
Wait, who said that? Maybe.
And Nettie said she didn't ask you to read her to Filth on tonight, okay? I already told you, Bree. We manifested King. Well, you know, I already have my king and he's watching Hey Bae. But we manifested King. I had to give him a little shout out because he was gonna kill me if I didn't. But
you know I was gonna bring it.
But we're manifesting kings. We're manifesting, you know, positive relationships.
Exactly.
In 2021.
I meant to say that.
I mean, you already gave us your mission.
Yeah, I did. I was following along how you're asking everybody, but that's my message. Like, we're not going to repeat the same mistakes. We're just not going to do it.
Right.
We've grown.
Oh, Bree said she's trying to be like, listen. He came out of nowhere. He just came out of nowhere. So listen. I'm sending you all positive vibes, 2021. because I want to see
Yeah.
all my girls in healthy relationships. And
Here,
like Nettie said, we're not doing the same stuff that we was doing in
No.
2020.
Oh,
So that means we're not going back to the same guy in 2020. So block his number right now. Get your
Block.
phone, block on all
right.
social media.
And then erase it. Block it and then erase it.
No, you have to block him, erase it, and then delete the thread, because if you don't delete
Right.
the text message thread, it ain't real.
Exactly.
It ain't
gone.
real.
You can't even remember.
You like, listen, we leveling up in 2021. We're leveling up in relationships all the way around. Okay.
Okay.
Natty, tell the
Thank
people where they can find. Tell the people where they can find my good sis at.
Okay, so you everything Nettie Long Poetry, basically, or Nettie Long. It's under that. I've got my YouTube channel that's on there. That's under Nettie Long, and then probably everything else is either Nettie Long or Nettie Long Poetry. It's that simple.
Yes.
I'm on everything.
Yes. So be sure to follow her. Be sure to check her out. Be sure to drop your SoundCloud and the link that's on Facebook or
Okay.
YouTube, or maybe a little bit of both, for people to know where to follow you and more of your amazing poetry. And I know she got some good stuff up her sleeve for 2021.
I do. So
Thank you, sis. You may be coming on a little bit later, depending on how my voice want to act.
All right, I'll be around.
I was cracking earlier, so let's just see.
It sounds good though. You haven't done it yet. All right, I'll be here. Bye.
Bye. Oh wow, she really brought it. Like, I got another sis that's next. Like, let me bring her to the stage. Let her introduce herself, man.
Muted. Hey, Boo.
Hey, love. I love the background. Yes.
Thank you. Listen, I got my good sis always behind me. Okay, listen.
See, that's, as a Black woman, you always got your good sis cheering you on in the back, and you'll be unstoppable.
Already, you already know. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed and highly
favored. Forever when we just on live, like.
It be feeling like days, like. It's been too long and I'm lost without you. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I need that energy. Give me that energy.
I'm giving it to you, girl. I'm giving it to you.
I'm giving it to you. Let the good people know who you are, where to find you, what you got going on. Because do you got your book in your hand? Is that your book?
You already know. You already know.
Let me get off your stage and let you have it, because they're like, these people acting crazy. See, this is what happens when we get together.
Honestly, every time. If Nettie was up here, she'd be right in there with us. Oh, it'll be all three of us.
Right. And then we gotta get Mar, and then you're gonna get the four of us, and we ain't gonna.
You don't want. I don't know if they're ready for the four of us.
They're not ready for the four of us together. Let me get off your stage so you can do your piece.
Okay. Oh, I love that girl. I hope y'all love her too. Peace, everybody. What's up, y'all? My name is Bria Nicole, but you can call me BN for short. I am an author, poet, speaker, and educator, and I'm a professional shit talker, because that's all I come up here on these platforms and do, and talk a little bit of shiznai. But today I'm going to give y'all two pieces. I'm going to start with a piece entitled Temple, and then I'm going to do a piece called Seasons from my book Letters Unsent, which is available on Amazon. But if you don't feel like looking through it on Amazon, you can go to my website, BriaNicole.com. That's That's BREIA, BriaNicole.com, and you can get the book there. You can book me there, and you can find out all that information. Hey y'all, what's up? Hugs and kisses. But let me dive into these pieces. The first one is called Temple. I'm not that girl that anyone drools over, play the fool over, late night under the covers make them want to scooch over. I mean, half the time they don't even want to stay the night. Most of the time they don't even make the time unless there's an end zone in sight. But then I had to realize who the fuck I was, and they can't drool over me, because my presence alone may cause a gland malfunction or a heart to function or an everlasting erection eruption. As you eject onto my plate, a feast for me to eat, because in a moment it'll be me on you and you and me. Oops, I forgot to mention I'll be the one scoring the winning TD. I know I've explained my philosophy of connections and energy, and well, I let you take over me. That's the thrill of the chase, losing my way to be whole again and realize that this still fills my purpose and I still feel my worth it, because no longer will I hold back on passion and desire due to lack of self-worth. And don't think that this is a portal anyone can open. Just so happened for you, I created a handcrafted token so you could say the game was rigged in your favor, because I want to smell your scent and taste that thing. I want to dip you into a abyss so sweet you'll be begging to be suffocated with my knees. You'll become overwhelmed, unsure where to go next. And here I am about to do my biggest flex as I embed myself to embody your flesh, and I could rest the energies flowing in the nest of your melanin-filled being, and I ignite your chakras to reach a new high. Lean in with a kiss and whisper goodbye. And you'll sit going through the rest of your day until night falls and you're still stuck on May. My walk, my talk, the laugh and corny jokes, thought-provoking, raw intellect, willing to teach but eager to learn. What has been discovered? New knowledge is better than any orgasm I bring when I tuck my fingers under the cover. So then you'll get to the part when you realize the glowing temple with the bright light that may have been mistaken for a college football stadium was a space that you realize can't be inhabited by any being. It has to be inhabited by a truly invested soul. So you look at your hands and suddenly see your life path and realize you made the wrong turn as you watched my ass, because in that moment you realized I wasn't coming back. All right, y'all. That was Temple. I got one more piece for y'all. One more piece. Then I'm out y'all hairs. This piece is called Season. Mama always told me not to block my blessings. Everything we go through in life comes with reason and lessons. Even when we think we do not need to be taught, the reason unclear, mind, body, and soul beginning to exhaust. We all pay the price at a certain cost. Doubtless when we allow our faith to defrost. We must get through these cold winters, because the grass ain't always green and the stars don't always shimmer. You must remain running through the fields despite when you become lost, because strength, courage, and wisdom are the keys to finding your way. So after the march you made, run barefoot through the grass towards your past, because that rock you tripped over will not stop you and the pain won't last. Only your thoughts of suppressing your success, allowing obstacles to keep you in a bind. Seize these moments to build your inner bond, to motivate your body, soul, and mind. And your destiny will begin to manifest. Passion will begin handling the rest. The fruit of your labor will begin revealing progress, realizing now that you are truly blessed. And that was that piece, Seasons, in my book, Letters Unsaid. So if you like it, go to BriaNicole.com and get your copy.
Yo, if you won't have a copy, I'm gonna need you to grab one tonight. Like,
Go
grab
get
it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Okay. Now you've been watching the stream, so you already know what's coming next. Give us your message.
My message for 2020. Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. Stand in what is best for you. Stop listening to all the outside forces. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have people you listen to, lean on. That's all cool. But you got to stand in your truth and surround yourself with people who believe and stand in your truth. You can't abide by what anybody else is telling you. You won't make it nowhere. And if you do make it somewhere, you won't be happy because it's not what you wanted to do. So stand 2021. If you don't do nothing, stand in your mother truth.
Period. You know, I support that message as well. Stand in your truth.
Yes. Before we go, Nikki, guess what I did? I reached out to somebody and I booked a session for January all month long.
I know he told me. I was like, she better.
He gonna tell you my good news. Damn. Like
we just so happy to be on the phone, and he was like, "Oh, guess what?" I'm like, "Yes," because I was about to get you.
I knew it gotta get me. New year, new me.
Yeah, I'm excited. So y'all definitely, she about to link up with one of the GOATs in the game. So you know that this growth is fitting to be crazy in 2021. So y'all better follow my girl.
Yes. Oh, I ain't telling my Instagram, sis. Underscore Bria Nicole. You can find me everywhere, Bria Nicole. I made it easy for y'all. Underscore Bria Nicole, BriaNicole.com. On YouTube, I have videos up on YouTube, Bria Nicole. On Twitter, Bria Nicole. Bria Nicole.
Everywhere. On Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, Bria Nicole. Listen.
Everywhere. She popping up on the scene everywhere. I think I'm about to bring your homie up next, actually.
Yes! Let me get on so you can bring them up. Peace, y'all. Happy New
Peace.
Year.
See you in
Love everyone.
2021.
Love you, boo.
Bye. We'll talk soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? How are you?
Feeling?
I'm feeling phenomenal. I'm just hyped, and especially after Brain Shot, you got the Virgos back to back.
Oh, I didn't know we was doing all this. We was having all this Virgo energy on tonight.
Get into it.
So let me get off your stage so you can introduce yourself to the people, because I know who you are, but they may not know who you are. So introduce yourself to the people and spit your piece.
Alrighty. So my name is Rasheen. I go by Sheen_Anthony on the gram. I'm an overall creative being. I like to say whatever you catch me doing creatively is what I'm doing. So, I paint, I make jewelry, I made my little shirt, I bake, I'm a health and wellness consultant, about a little bit of everything. I'm a spiritual healer. So, I just like to be able to help people because that's what I found my purpose doing. But we're just going to jump right into it because I have to take you guys on a journey. So just buckle up and just get ready for the message. Day after day, seems like I push against the clouds. They just keep blocking out the sun. No, it seems since I was born, I've wakened every blessed morning, down on my luck and up against the wind. I am falling down an unbelievable rabbit hole, and I must say, you will think I'm crazy when I tell you this isn't Wonderland. No, there's no this isn't Wonderland. No. This isn't Wonderland. No, there's no children in this kind of land. Oh, Lord. You all right? No, there's no children. Oh, man. Oh, my God. This isn't Wonderland. No little children in this land. And the body, you may think this is land of the free. It's so difficult to be. No peace or justice, just us fighting for our worth, for what we deserve, while all they want us to be free of our land. And who are they, you say? Well, that'll be America. Only 3 minutes away from depopulation on their plate, taking children, post them missing, deposit into the nearest bank, lynching my kings and queens, then claim it was all a mistake. Well, know this, I am awake, seeking the hidden agenda backed by multiple fake people. Clearly within their eyes, we are not equal. Every generation a continuous sequel. This isn't a free state when the deep state deeply states the system is evil. It's fucking deceitful when we fall down. Time is of the essence. Only seconds before vaccinations injected their best lethal weapons. I know their intentions. Using modern day medication Possible side effects may include, but not limited to, nausea, diarrhea, paranoia, cancer, seizures, anaphylactic shock, Down syndrome, mutilation, fevers, hallucinations, mass incarcerations, paternalism, depression, indoctrination, brutality, tyrannical suppression, or in extreme cases, decapitation, or in other words, death. Oh dear. Oh dear, we're terribly late. We're running late, only 2 minutes away from tea growing cold, cards beginning to fold. I can't change the cards I was dealt. The tables have shifted, flipped, reversed, and turned. I felt the hatred for my color, charred, charcoal burned, black, handcuffed, steeping until screaming out, enough is enough. And now that I am fed up, I became an angry black man. There's a pot calling the kettle black. That's obviously a Klansman, dressed in sheep's clothing, racial profiling. I mean, are you mad? Time is ticking. White glare flashes in a blink of an eye. I try to fight all privileged white lies that are justified by fake history and fake media, dispensing multiple patented bacteria, killing us. Don't you stop, don't you run, don't you cry. Nowhere for us to run. Nowhere for us to hide. Runaway slave patrol, always on duty, always catching us. Is this just a game to you? I mean, you like playing games. You know, childhood games, your favorite. Catch a nigga, kill a nigga. Catch a woman, kill a woman. I mean, in the hood, we play catch a girl, freak a girl. You call it freeze tag. You pull up, shout freeze, gun aimed directly at me. I'm frozen. I'm petrified for my life immediately. Lifeless body now becoming ice cold. Cold blood as my pulse seeps from my veins. I'm taken under the undertaker to be tagged. I'm it. That's a score. One more nigga point added to your scoreboard, right? You'll do fine. You'll be good. You'll get by. But will I? Within a trapped, conditioned society, you'll believe going outside to get a fresh breath of air would be blessed. The only method to survive in this temporary cocoon, symbolic chamber, inflamed amber of energy, it'll forever be evolution. Evolution is beautiful, but no one discusses the foundation that must be laid down, cementing affirmations for when you get down, you get yourself out of the fog to bloom within a dark room. You know what they say. No one sees what happens behind closed doors. When one door closes, another one opens. More opportunities out the gutter, flawlessly flourishing in the process of being better. A better you than yesterday, and that's the only mission. No competitors because I am my biggest competition, I think. Only 1 minute away to realize that time flies. We need to wake up, unite, revolutionize. Never any justice being served. No community to protect. Just us and your rodeo as you lasso nooses around our neck. Riding the black bull as if we're the threat. Well, let me ask you. What did the bull ever do to you? Bullshit. Now, how would you feel if we were trading places? You're the bull, minding your business, captured within cages. You are toe tagged, tame the fight, body bag for wages. Wave of red flags, red and blue flashing lights. Then a flash of white ignites before my eyes. Brush strokes, cracking whips, unconstitutional. Nobody brings black roses to a funeral. Paint the black roses red, they said. Make the white roses blue, and they do. In due time, then the black roses do time, no time to live, brainwashing our mind, conditioned in the same very system that keeps us blind, confined by the evil satanic one. They scream, the ending has come, end of time has just begun. I make you, I own you, I control you. You don't know what's good for you, I know what's good for you. Everything I decide to know what's best. You don't know anything, you're possessed. Your child belongs to the state. You belong to the state. You are not a human being. You're just a human doing. That is your fate. You are a sheep to be moved and controlled. I have the strongest hold. You cannot break. Tweedledee. I am not Tweedledum. You are a serpent, demonic snake. Throughout 400 years of oppression, your soul is opaque, claiming that's just how life goes. And I'm wondering, how this kind of land is under everyone's nose, sculpting landscapes of still life, I suppose. I'm inside of still life. Still born in a constant loop, but it's still life. Empty canvases. My creativity has been taken, stripped clean of my dignity. The portraits that I created are not what they seem to be. At this time, I'm drawing a blank. Colorblind to every ethnicity, and let's be frank, you claim not to see color. I'm struggling now with PTSD, post-traumatic serious delusion, a pitfall trapped, thinking deliberately, prisoners tormented and shut down, praying that supremacy dies, pleading this shit's done, protesting, trampling segregation and discriminating the prison term slavery, disregarding police, triggering silent deaths. And with only 10 seconds left, let me ask you, if a black body falls in the middle of the hood and no one is around to see it, does it still start a riot?
Where do you think you going?
I tried to get some water.
All right. Because you're not about to just drop that type of piece and think you about to just Shay off the, off the stage like that. You gonna drop a piece and say like,
and just run away.
Yeah, just no. You need to give us a message for 2020.
The message for 2020 is to not hold fear and know that fear is irrelevant. So knowing that fear is just false evidence appearing real, and you're in control of what vibrations you decide to manifest. So just know that heaven and hell are frequencies that you decide to manifest, and I feel as though that you need to know your divine self. And I just wanted to show this portrait for today because this feels like gives the message, knowing your divine self, knowing how divine your DNA is, to be able to flourish and manifest whatever you want into your life. All right?
Yes. Whatever you want, you can have it. Thank you so much for blessing us with that piece on tonight.
Thank you, Queen. You be safe, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, we gonna link up in 2021. We gonna do some things in Philly.
Child, we in Philly. Like, stop playing. We should have been.
But listen, I know you now. You in Philly. I'm in Philly. So we might as well just do something together.
We're gonna be a link. I'm gonna manifest it right now. You, me, Mar, and Bree. Got it. All right, cool.
And my girl Nettie. My girl Nettie will be in the midst too. Because she's from Jersey, but she can still drive to Philly.
Listen, come on with it. I'll see you soon. You be safe.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Where'd the poetic soul go? Are you guys enjoying the pieces on tonight and the messages? I don't know. I feel like these poets are really doing it. And let me just bring the next poet to the stage right now.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Queen?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me on today.
No problem. If I may say, I'm not sure who the last gentleman was, but he was phenomenal. That was beautiful. That was an amazing piece. So I don't know if he's still in here, but shout out to him because he was dope.
Yes, he was definitely dope. And definitely, I think his name is Sheen Anthony on Facebook. I mean on Instagram. But I definitely make sure that he's
okay.
I got his information. But without further ado, do you want to introduce yourself and spit your piece?
Sure. My name is Poetic Soul. I go by Poetic Soul _98 on Instagram. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and spit this piece. Sorry, y'all. My camera is introverted, so it's a little weird right now. But here we go. Is it weird if I say I detest the creation of Band-Aids? Like, how is it that we've allowed a tiny strip to mend the wounds in which our flesh is ripped and we expect things to be better? I guess one could argue that Band-Aids are quite useful, blocking out germs, and we even have some that are antibacterial, but hear me out. A Band-Aid was not useful. When a woman's pumping heart was cut out of her chest, it was still beating, she was still breathing, but these monsters were relentless, and at the end of the day, for all of her pain, the only thing they had to offer her was a Band-Aid, a tiny strip. A temporary mend for a heart that has been ripped. A tiny apology followed by a half-hearted "I'm sorry" was not enough. Especially after hearing that her 18-year-old son was shot down and killed by an officer who mishandled his gun. You can keep your Band-Aid. You can't place it over a broken soul. Especially when she realizes every night that her son isn't coming home. A Band-Aid is not enough. How is a tiny apology, "I'm sorry" strip, able to stitch up the wounds that Michael Brown's mother must feel? Keep your Band-Aid. We need results. Because with rage, our wounds have become infected, bodies becoming used to temporary fixes, and now your lackluster antics are being rejected. We need stitches. Because we're tired. Tired of dealing with a world who creates our wounds and we're the ones left to fix it. Keep your Band-Aid. Because we don't need it. We've learned how to come together in unity, gaining immunity and being able to heal the gaping holes left in our hearts. But even then, it's hard to do when white sheets along with red and blue lights are still on the rescue squad. How can we heal? When each time you place a Band-Aid on our bronze skin, the silver bullets begin to penetrate through, reopening our wounds again. You are not sorry. So excuse me if your Band-Aids are not good for me. And honestly, looking at the color of this mending fabric, I can tell that it was not made for me. I don't want your Band-Aid. And that's that piece. Thank you.
Yo, I don't want your Band-Aid.
Like,
Yo, that was so. You guys are just bringing it today. I don't have nothing to say. Like, what's your message for 2020?
You know what? My message for 2020 is manifest and conquer. That's it.
Yes, man, I love it. Manifest and conquer.
Manifest and conquer.
That's it. Whatever you want, you can manifest
Thank you.
it. Thank you so. Thank you so much for blessing us with your amazing piece on tonight. And everybody, please follow her, because I've been watching her poetry videos on Instagram, and she's definitely dope. And she's doing great things out here. So please follow her. Support every artist that came through and bless the mic. Like, get you a dope poet to follow in 2021. How about that? So thank you so much for blessing the mic, and you enjoy the rest of your night and have a happy New Year.
Yeah.
So thank you for blessing. You enjoy the rest of your night.
I'm going to bring to the stage Akeem.
Yeah, I'm here. We here.
You can't get your camera to work?
Nah, I apologize. I know we're live and I know you're doing this for your people. We doing this for Facebook. But unfortunately, my camera was not working. But I'm working. I'm here, and hopefully I'm able to still, provide.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Well, go ahead and still introduce yourself and spit your piece.
All right. So peace, everybody. My name is Akeem Lloyd, from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And again, I apologize for my screen being black, but for whatever reason, the camera doesn't work on StreamYard. But hopefully these words still reach you. So let's get into it. For those who do not know me, I'm the creator of a leadership journey, youth leadership and travel nonprofit organization, where we provide young BIPOC youth from marginalized identities, ages 13 to 18, the opportunity to participate in equitable access to travel for free, to receive cultural education out of the country, as well as providing health and wellness support and a curriculum around educational advocacy, encouraging our young people to use their voice to speak up and to speak out against racial and social injustice. This poem is called Boy Soldier. Our sons go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. Our sons go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. Our sons go marching one by one. They live by the street, they die by the gun. Our sons go marching one, one, 1, 2, 3, 4. In school, I was told that wars were fought overseas to protect the borders in which I am free to live in, to keep foreigners off our land who can do us harm. They told us that only brave men found themselves on the battlefield in the line of fire between freedom and glory. They told us the difference between man and soldier is that soldiers sign up for death and man lives a life to one day experience it. Soldiers earn a badge while on duty for doing their due diligence to serve and I honor their service, hoorah. But if only my teacher knew that laying underneath these concrete streets were soldiers, and that all wars weren't fought overseas, that Afghanistan is on 52nd and Uptown, the war on drugs is between the Boulevard and Pacific Avenue. Thanks to the government, I know brave boys who didn't sign up for the battlefield they were born in. Thanks to the government who called our communities projects for a project they projected to be our demise. I know brave boys who didn't sign up for the battlefield they were born in, but find themselves in the line of fire, fighting fire with fire, guns blazing. There's a 13-year-old soldier, boy, who knows what cold steel feels like, but has never felt the warmth of a hug. There's a 16-year-old soldier, boy, who knows how to karate chop an eighth and bag a quarter, but refuses to say I love you. The difference between boy and soldier: boy earns his stripe with tears, soldier earns his stripe through years. Soldiers are remembered for their service, boy is remembered as too young, fighting for his block, dies for his block, only to have his blood washed away with water. They convinced him that real ones die in the streets, the highest medal of honor for those who risk their lives to honor the code, to keep foreigners off their land who they are told can do them harm. Our sons go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. Our sons go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. Boy soldiers, the ones who are forced to grow up too early, the ones who have given up hope and let go of reason, rather spend their seasons decorating the corner. Although fighting for something that's not theirs, it gives them something to believe in. At least there they find meaning. Left their dreams at home, this block is their throne. In a world where they are outcast, at least there they find life for some. Supporting the ones who gave them life for others, playing with fire and rolling the dice. There's a lot of boy soldiers who spent 18 years sentenced to life to a war zone, block they didn't sign up for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
Yo, I love how you mix the song in with the poetry, like the little the chant and everything. That was like definitely dope, definitely amazing.
I appreciate you, Nikki.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming and blessing the mic. I appreciate you so persevering, even though the camera was doing whatever it wanted to do, because how with technology we never know. But you still came and did what you delivered. A very dope piece. Do you have any words to leave us with?
Yes, 2020. I pray that whoever's listening, that you walk in your light, that you are not afraid to shine your light. Do not be afraid to receive light, love, and I hope that you get closer to your goals. Ashe.
Ashe. Thank you so much. And you enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll hope to link up with you in 2021.
For sure, for sure. Likewise.
Good night. Everyone tonight has been so dope. Like the poetry, the messages through the poetry, as well as the message for 2020. And I know that our last two poets and artists for the night is not going to deliver anything different. So next we have Roderick the writer.
Hey, can you
How
hear
you
me?
feeling tonight? Yeah, perfect.
Pretty
How you
good.
feeling?
I'm excellent. How about yourself?
Good. I'm happy that you're about to bless this stage. So I'm gonna get
Yeah,
off your
same
stage
here.
and let you do what you do, and then we can chop it up afterwards.
All right, sounds good to me. So I decided to, in the loving mood, I feel the need to always make sure I pay homage towards my wonderful wife. We've been married for 5.5 years, and it's been going great. And I thank God for the woman He has sent in my life. So I got to pay homage to her, and so this piece is dedicated to her. It's called Love Avenues, and I actually start this poem off with the Bible scripture. You know it's good if you go biblical on somebody. So, but in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4, the first part of it says that a wife of noble character is her husband's crown. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown. I love discovering that the scriptures written in the Bible are true, because this scripture surely applies to you. The Lord had this one in mind while He was creating you. The Lord knew that you would captivate my heart before I even approached you. I fell in love with everything about you. It was much more than just physical attraction. You stimulated all of my senses before we even took part in any physical action. You constantly set off fireworks inside my mind, far before an intercourse became intertwined in our numerous avenues of love expressions. You make love to me in so many different ways, my queen. You make love to me with that smile that you share whenever you see me. Your support of my decisions show that you love the spirit in me. You make love to me when you talk to me with respect. You make love to me when you take strides with me without fear or without regret. Will you make love to me as you pray for me throughout the day? And more love is made as we talk to each other about our days and how they went, as well as every time we hold hands. You make love to me when you encourage me on being a godly man. The love shows as I become more and more ready to fight anyone who has something negative to say about your height. But see, that same love calms me down as you remind me that everything is all right. I love and appreciate everything about you, my virtuous queen. I pray that our love continues to grow to the point where it's contagiously seen by everyone who comes within our vicinity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming up in here, paying homage to your queen, to your wifey. I'm sure she's blushing and smiling wherever she is right now.
Oh, yeah, she's in the other room. She already heard me. She's already shouting. She already heard her.
So I've been asking every artist that come and bless the mic on tonight, what is the message you want to leave with this audience for 2020?
Don't let this year get you down. This year is just a series of tests. It just shows how strong you are. It's just a test of your strength, your patience, and it's just going to elevate you and make you better for any other tests that might come after this. So
yes, indeed. And you have people that's agreeing with you as well. Yes, they said thank you for paying homage to the Proverbs 31 woman.
Yes, we gotta. I mean, that's something I feel that we have to keep continuing doing. We have to keep working together or trying to
Mhm.
work together. I realize our culture doesn't have a great history of doing that. Our men
Mhm.
treat and our men is the way we treat our women, and so I feel it's important that we definitely get back to that root thing: is supporting each other, supporting our home base, supporting our own support system. And
Mhm.
that's something that I try to do, is lead by example, and just try to keep that going. Hopefully, create like a chain reaction. So,
Absolutely. Listen, so he's living proof that it can be done.
oh, absolutely, absolutely,
But thank you so much for coming on and blessing the mic on tonight. And you enjoy the rest
absolutely.
of your day and have a happy new year.
Thank you. Same to you, and thanks for having me.
Thank you. Now, on our last artist for tonight, we have my brother. My Voices in Power bro is about to come and bless the stage. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Nikki?
I'm good. Thank you for hopping on.
Listen, you know I had to come through support.
Yeah, so I know who you are. Let the other people know who you are.
Okay.
And then drop your piece and we can chop it up later.
Cool beans. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan, also known as Floetically Free. And this piece that I want to do for y'all today is one of my most vulnerable pieces. I'm a little bit nervous to share it, but hey, 2021, you just shoot. There's no more hesitation. We just shooting. No more procrastination. We just going. So here goes nothing. It's entitled, Can I Have Your Attention, Please? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let me have your attention for a moment. And when I say attention, I want your undivided, because I have something and I need it quiet. Before I get started, I ask that you please hold all comments and questions until the end, because these are some of my questions. I'm sorry. Please hold all comments and questions until the end, because some of my comments may stir up some questions within, but these are some comments that I'm questioning within myself, so please just let me vent. I'm going to say some things that are hard for me to expose, because I know that once I show my soul to you, you may create a judgment about me and hold it close to your heart. Your view about the person that I am may change, but just know that I am still the same person that I was yesterday before you knew the things I'm about to reveal. I'm doing this so I can heal. I have realized that I am a spiritual hoarder. Keeping things inside until I cannot see outside of this wall of offenses that I have created. Not to keep people away, but to keep me safe. I don't want to throw these boxes away. I want to keep them as keepsakes. They are dear to me. They remind me how I got to become this version of me. They are what make me, well, me. And if I get rid of them, then I will be vulnerable again. I don't want to hurt again. I don't want to expose that wound again. But they say the best way to heal is to deal with the thing that left you broken head on. The wound would heal faster if you don't have a Band-Aid on and you let it breathe. But I'm scared that if I take this bandage off and let it breathe, I will bleed all over again. And that's a pain I don't want to feel. But the only way that I can fully heal is for me to rip the bandage off. And when I say the word RIP, I mean the acronym RIP. The bandage has to come off so my soul can rest in peace. The bandage has to come off and I have to RIP, remove it in pursuit of healing. And during the healing process, I have to RIP, remember I have purpose. So I release internal pain and I remove the Band-Aid and I show you my wounds. But please don't touch my wounds because they hurt. And I need to let time heal me. I have struggled with my sexuality. So much so that I tried to make it my reality, listening to what others say about me and believing them was my fault, you see. In all actuality, I'm a man of God. Strong and mighty, living each day fighting the good fight of faith, denying my flesh that craves the comforting feeling of homosexuality now. Don't be looking at me all crazy for exposing my demons. Some of y'all struggling with some stuff and hiding it because you fiending to fulfill your flesh, but I'm cleaning up my mess because that's too much stress, trying to keep it a secret and putting on a mask and faking it so hard and hoping no one will ask. And when they do, you create a lie so fast and so vast that even you can't keep up with it. Now, I've learned it's okay to struggle, because that means you're trying to overcome. And I won't get discouraged because I will overcome, for I've already won because of God's only Son who has given me the victory over everything that I may face. So I run this race at my own pace with the ending in mind, because I know I'll be fine. If I just keep running, I will reach the finish line eventually. And although I'm not there yet, I've already been crowned victor. And that's that piece.
Oh my! Thank you so much for feeling so vulnerable to share that piece with us.
I'm sorry. I feel like that was kind of long, but
no, let's. When did we start apologizing for our art? I'm sorry. When did we start doing that?
Can we get an answer on that?
I ain't get that memo. Okay.
I'm sorry. Let me pull those back. Sorry. I ain't apologizing for what I just did. That was I had to let it out.
So what is your message for 2020?
Just go for it. No matter if you fail 1 time, twice, 3 times, you gotta go for it. You'll never reach the goal if you never start moving.
Yes. See, listen to that. You had to get through that piece in order to do that. So
yes. Hey, that's why I'm saying I'm moving forward. Just keep going. I'm going for it. No matter where it is, I'm going.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming and blessing the mic.
Thank you,
You
Nikki.
enjoy your new year, and I connect with you in 2021.
Definitely, because we got to get that book out next month. In January. January. It's already mostly done. So we had like 95%. So I just need a couple.
Listen, you know where to find me, and that's a good segue. I just dropped a book this week to 2020 that will help Jordan and the rest of you aspiring authors and whoever he put into in his background.
No, I'm pointing to you. Oh, on my side, I'm pointing to you.
I thought it was somebody in your background that need to publish a book. But it will help anyone who wants to publish a book.
Yes.
Publish a book. It's called The Shy Girl Guide to Self-Publishing. Okay. And I also wrote out a little mentorship program where you can get advice from me, who published 3 books in 1 year.
3
2
books.
of them throughout a pandemic.
3.
Okay, so I do have my credentials. Let me lay my credentials out for you guys. But you definitely can go ahead and book an author talk with me. It's $10 for 15 minutes, and I can help you out with anything and when it comes to publishing a book and some poetry and branding related advice as well. So if you head also over to my Instagram page, you should be following me anyway, because who wouldn't want to be a part of the Shy Girl gang? So make sure you follow me at Nikki D the Poet, and the link to everything is in my bio. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Thanks, Nikki. See you next time.
Yes. Bye. And then I'm about to do a piece just to end it off strong. I feel like the biggest thing about this year, about 2020, was change and adapting to change. And everything around us was changing, some things remain constant, some things remain the same. And for me, it was my poetry. It was, though I had to readjust the way I was doing it and how my vision and expanding my brand, my mission never changed. And I just want to admonish every artist out there to just focus on your why. Focus why you got into your art in the first place, because we don't know what 2021 has to bring. But I know as long as I'm focused on my why, I will get what I have to get done, accomplished. I and my audience will be served as long as I'm focused on my why. If you know me, you know I love blending into the crowd. Shadow child. Never doing anything too risky or this wild. I was the type that always colored inside the lines. You know I love to play it safe. But deep down inside, there was always this part of me that was trying to escape. But I tried the barrier. Under religious expectations, I tried the barrier. Under societal obligations, I tried the barrier because I was afraid that the world wasn't ready to see what was deep down inside of me. I had to keep this beast in a lock and key. And little did I know, a pen was a key. Cooper V stroke of the pen, each dropping of ink, she came seeping out. A pen was a key that unlocked the gate that let this beast out. And out she came with so much power and authority she could no longer be contained. And little did I know that Nikki D would be her name, and she was a poet. And the world would forever be changed by her pen. She was a poet who discovered her voice and her message deep down within. She was a poet, far more complex than the roses being red and the violets being blue. For what is a poet? and don't challenge the inner demon in you. What is a poem if you hear it and remain unchanged? And what was the point of you tuning into this live tonight if your world would not be forever changed? Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the love and support you have shown me, Nikki D the Poet. You have shown Nikki D Apparel, everything. Thank you for being a part of the Shy Girl gang. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year, happy holidays, and all that jazz. And I will catch you guys on the flip side of 2021. Bye.